Welcome to the Rogers Kakasungura YouTube channel. A big thank you for the support you always grant this platform. Ile support mnanipea hapa kwa kusubscribe and watching my content. Those of you who share my links, Mungu abariki sana. God bless you so much. Now that the debate of General Ogolla has emerged, imeletwa in the public, and once it has come, we must also discuss it, because we all know CDF General Ogolla died in unclear circumstances. When Kalonzo attended the burial of Raila Odinga's sister, Kalonzo ignited the debate. And I want you to allow me to argue this case based on William Ruto's interview on Citizen TV and Oburu Odinga's speech during General Ogolla's burial. Allow me to use the two speeches, and then from there, as a Kenyan, you will make your own judgment. It's an opinion. I let you make your own judgment. Kalonzo said that General Ogolla was wiped. And he said powerful voices from the Luo community have been silenced before. Can we listen to Kalonzo Musyoka?
What happened? Tutaulizana maswali haya. I said myself, General Ogolla was taken out, a member of this community. I still stand by that statement. We are going to have to interrogate every circumstance so that as men and women, brothers and sisters in Luo Nyanza, in every part of the country, we will be led by the Raila vision. Never betray what our brother Raila stood for. And therefore that...
There is credible evidence that General Ogolla wanted to overturn William Ruto's victory at Bomas when tallying was going on. The president himself confirmed from his own mouth and said, yes, General Ogolla wanted to overturn my victory. But after winning as the president, I decided to appoint Ogolla to the position of the CDF because of the CV, because of the qualifications he had. But I asked myself a question that time. How do you appoint your enemy to such a serious position when you well know this man never wanted you in power? That question was left unanswered. Can we listen to William Ruto when he was being interviewed on Citizen Television?
See, I appointed General Ogolla. General Ogolla is among the people who went to Bomas to try and overturn my victory. Do you know that? But because when I looked at his CV, he was the best person to be general. I called him and I sat him down. I told him, my friend, you went to Bomas to try and overturn my victory. But because you are the best person to be general, I'm going to give you the job. That is how it works with me. That's why I told you, if a person has the qualification, if he is the best for the job, I will give him the job.
But that is the military. There's a code of conduct for the military and how politics works in Kenya, Mr. President.
Let me tell you, my friend, I had the opportunity. I could have appointed anybody. I had, I think, 10 choices. I didn't have to. You know, there are people who say, oh, you know, William Ruto appointed Ogolla because he was the deputy CDF. That's not the case. I made the decision consciously. And I made the decision against the advice of many people. Many people told me, you should not give this, you should not reward this kind of behavior.
Okay.
But, you know, I also must be sensitive. What exercised my mind? This gentleman has a good track record. And in fact, when I spoke to him, And it's not something that I should be talking about, but because you have asked a good question. What exercised my mind is this gentleman, yes, he may have made a mistake. Maybe because the commander-in-chief that time told him what to do. Maybe he... And when I talked to him, he told me, I have no defense. He told me, I have no defense. You do with me whatever you want. I cannot defend. It was wrong. What I did was wrong.
General Ogolla died in a chopper accident. The stories surrounding that chopper were very complicated. I did so many analyses at that time, and we were unable to clearly understand how this happened. During his burial, Oburu Odinga boldly spoke in the presence of William Ruto. Ruto attended that burial ceremony, and Oburu candidly spoke. But at this time, Oburu was in the opposition. They had not yet joined government. Oburu was very categoric and said, Ogolla's family must stop being defensive. All we need as a Luo community is how General Ogolla was killed. So what am I trying to say? The people in broad-based government now cannot behave or cannot claim to say Kalonzo aliongea vibaya kwa kusema General Ogolla was wiped out. I saw Pio Wandai saying, let me make a clarification on what Kalonzo said about General Ogolla. It's true. General Ogolla was killed. Oburu has confirmed. Yeah? Oburu amesema. Oburu aliongea na akasema tunataka kujua ni nani aliua ndugu yetu General Ogolla. Can we listen to Oburu Odinga?
That the death was an accident, but even though it is an accident, in this region we have had many such accidents, and we have also had assassination of leaders from this region. So when such things happen, we are a bit suspicious, not because of anything, but we want to know the truth. We want to know the truth. And I want to ask our uncle, the general's son, not to be impatient with us. It is not because of anything. It is just because once beaten, twice shy. So we are asking for no stones to be left unturned, and let us know the truth of who killed our uncle, General Ogolla. He died too soon, and we are a bit shaken by his death. And you people know, we lost Tom Boyer in very tragic circumstances. We lost Ouko in very tragic circumstances. And when we lost Ouko, I was part and parcel of the team of parliament which was investigating the death of Ouko. And I can tell you it was very sad, because the regime at that time managed to convince the family to be very protective and not to allow people to go into details. So young man, please just allow investigators to do their work. Now, with those very, very few remarks, I would once again want to wish that our uncle is rested in peace in heaven, and let the Almighty put him in the best place, and was one of our best sons, one of the best sons from this area. We wish that the Almighty puts his soul in peace and let his family also rest.
That is Oburu Odinga speaking. Oburu alisema We don't want anything else. All we want is to know who killed our brother. So Kalonzo says Ogolla was killed. Oburu had said Ogolla was killed. So where's the problem? It is true. They have confirmed he was killed. But since that time, not even a single person has ever come out to tell us how the investigation was done. It was done, ikatoka. Na mnakumbuka ile ilitoka, wakasema ndege si ilifanya nini? Ilitoka, that report, the investigation report came. Kasema ndege ya Ogolla si ilikuwa nini? Si engine, mambo mbili. And that's how he died. But then, that is our country, Kenya. God bless you. See you the next episode. Asanteni sana.